Alright, welcome everyone to Last Tier Tonight. That's the joke I came up with. Get it? Cause it's been 8 months. 8 months since Sun and Moon came out, and Piyu's finally here. And I got a bunch of people in call to talk about that. Cause that's what people in Smogon do, I don't know. If you guys want to introduce yourself.
So professional.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not professional, so I don't...
Alright, I'll introduce you. We've got Akir, esteemed PU room owner, Slowbroth, esteemed PU mod, GeneralAnnoyance and Pokemon Master TJ, esteemed PU drivers, and then some spec Jigglypuff dude. I couldn't figure out how to kick him, so.
Or random, yeah.
Yeah, some random spec. I don't know. And then Tone might be joining later, but
We'll see.
we don't know where he is. So I kind of set this up just to talk about PU, and I assume that like PU is super new right now, and everyone has their own opinions on what's good and what's broken, what needs to be looked at. So I haven't really entirely set up a format. I'm just gonna start to get things rolling. Let's see, we have this handy dandy roll compendium that TJ made that I'm gonna pull up, and if we scroll down here, we can see that the fighting checks compendium is actually really big. But there's a lot of things like Fletchinder and Carbink and Bronzor that I don't know how well they're gonna check fightings overall. Like, I think one undisputed thing that we could start off with is that fighting types are just kind of ridiculous right now, as everyone expected they'd be. In particular, Gallade is the one nobody expected.
Yeah. It's poison types.
Yeah, because everyone was like, oh, well, at least we'll have Weezing or Mach or whatever, and Gallade's like, haha, no.
Oh no. Fighting types.
Let me boost that audio a bit. That's
I
professional.
mean, the biggest problem for Blade is the same one, obviously.
Yeah, Sableye is not fun.
How much does Leaf Blade do? Not enough. 50.
It doesn't matter when you're burned, though.
Yeah.
Like, Sableye is the one really big thing, but otherwise,
I guess Sub Bulk Up could beat
Sub Bulk Up does beat Sableye. I haven't seen people using it yet, but I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, they haven't. They aren't yet, and that probably doesn't do a ton. But yeah, I guess. Actually, Sub Bulk Up might not beat Sableye though, because as soon as it breaks the sub, you're automatically getting Wisp
My Sableye's always run Taunt anyway.
and Taunt. So yeah, like Sableye's annoying, but if you're not facing a Sableye, then Gallade is automatically the scariest Pokemon in the metagame right now. In my opinion, aside,
There's been several nerfs to Sableye, like the Prankster.
yeah, like every
Dark
dark type is a free switch in, 100% really.
Yeah. I actually find that when I'm using a Gallade and there's no Sableye, Gallade becomes my win condition. Like turn 1.
Yeah, I should say, scariest Pokemon, I don't know, there's at least one Pokemon I definitely call scarier, but it's just that nothing really, like, it sets up really easily is the other thing. Like, at least when we had Monferno, and you could run into, like, Nasty Plod with, like, Hit or Thunder Punch or whatever, that didn't really have any counters either. But Gallade has very respectable bulk.
How much is knockoff dudes from Sharp? A lot. If it's not with Zebra.
Why would you run Xenoc?
Yeah, that's a bit of a
I guess.
would have like the Z-Bug or whatever. And like knockoff would be reduced.
Yeah, I mean, Mishrana runs Colbur a lot, but like it can't do a ton back to you unless like you can get stalled out by Barrier, but that's
Yeah,
it.
you could start up like Barrier and then
Yeah,
Venom.
I suppose you could run Savage Spin Out X Scissor, but that seems bad.
Wait, what bug move does it have?
X Scissor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Single,
I was running Continental Crush with Stone Edge, and that really wasn't terrible because Togetic can like take a +2 Zen Headbutt and T-Wave you and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was only because I wanted to fit Shadow Sneak, and Rock is the best neutral coverage, but Shadow Sneak kind of sucks. Like, it's stupendously weak. It's a 40 base power move.
The only might as well just wait that I've been using is like the Z Snatch.
Z Snatch is
like
also
back, but it's like pretty decent.
And I feel like if Gallade stays, which I don't necessarily feel is terribly likely, I've just pulled up its move, its like profile in the team builder on Smogon, and there's just so many moves that I could see people messing around with. Like you've got Destiny Bond, you've got Sub Disable, you've got Drain Punch bulky sets, you've got Encore and Will-O-Wisp and Wish, and
yeah, it's a Wish attack.
You could really just mess around a lot with this Pokemon, and it would probably be okay. Like, I bet Bandit Toxic Gallade, and now that I think about it, because you're gonna, like, only have fighting type, not fighting, but, like, really bulky psychic types as, like, checks to it, and then you can just Toxic those, or, like, you Toxic Gourgeist. Although I guess you'd probably want to be clicking Knockoff anyway, plus we have Sock, but it's a thought.
Yeah, speaking of fighting types, what do you think of Sock and Hariyama and all those?
They're all just really good. Like,
Which Sample Team and I like came up with this like bulk up Mold Breaker Sock. It beats using the first pick. It's not bad.
I think, I don't know if that was an NU thing, but
you don't really need bulk up for that. Like Banded Mold Breaker Sock has been a thing since Gen 5 for Weezing.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have bulk up, but I definitely wouldn't expect bulk up on Sock.
So bulk up, yeah. It's pretty decent.
Oh yeah, Passimian is, and Poliwrath. I mean, we have like 7 big fighting types right now. I'll get rid of Gallade, but they all do different things. Oh, and I forgot Primeape too. So we have like 8 big fighting types, never mind. And they're all just
It's like the most common fighting type right now.
What I've got right now is Gallade, Passimian, Primeape, Hariyama, Sock, Girder, Hitmonchan is maybe the most common just because Spin and Mach Punch is huge, and then Poliwrath I haven't seen enough of. It is really good, even if Lantern gives it competition for what it used to do.
Hitmonchan is definitely like the #1 fighting type in usage right now.
Yeah. Like, it's not the scary, because other wall breakers are much scarier, like Banded Sock and SD Gallade, but...
Yeah, like the crab thing on Trick Room, that thing has like no such...
Yeah, Crabominable.
Crabominable.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be fine outside of Trick Room. Well, maybe.
Hariyama is actually a really cool fighting type too.
No, actually, I was trying to run balance with like Ferrocy and Clefairy that one team. Crabominable just like got free switchings every time. Just kind of threatened balance for me.
Yeah, it's like Specs camera upped in
Yeah, exactly.
Oras. Like, sure it's slow and can't really take hits, but that doesn't have to be the worst thing.
No, yeah, it completely invalidates balance a lot of the time.
But yeah, all the fighting types, like you've got Hitmonchan for the utility, Girder for the setup, Primeape and Sock and Passimian for the Scarfers, Hariyama and Poliwrath are like annoyingly bulky. I guess the one drawback of some of them is that like Scarf Primeape cannot beat out Barbaracle, which makes it, to me, really annoying.
Wait, what did you say?
That Scarf Primeape loses to Barbaracle.
Why?
Well, a lot of things lose to Barbaracle once it's set up.
Like, I have a hard time right now. All of my teams are just in really awkward positions where I don't necessarily want to run. Because if you're running Scarf Primeape, you're probably not running another Scarfer, and you're not running Mach Punch Hitmonchan. And you're not going to want to run Poliwrath. So at that point, Barbaracle is, like, stupidly threatening no matter what.
Does it not kill after rocks?
You're slower when it sets up.
Oh, that's why you need the base 110 speed.
Yeah, that's why I was running Scarf Tauros. Tauros is obviously much better non-Scarf, but it beats Barbaracle, and that's... Like, that's what you need it for.
Like, Primate is, like, really good outside of that. Punishes default.
Yeah, if it didn't... If Barbarical wasn't stupid, I'm sure I'd use a lot more Primate.
Yeah. And then, like,
I don't know, between
Barb run
Like,
Grassy MC.
Caster things.
Yeah, Grassium Z sets for... Do you even need Grassium Z to kill Quagsire?
Honestly, like, it's pretty broken. You might have to, like, ban it in beta.
Yeah, I think... I can't see Barb not getting banned right now, but the meta's also like 2 days old. I mean, the three big things for me right now have been Gallade and Barbarical, which we touched on, and then probably the scariest mon in the tier right now is Typhlosion.
God, specs Typhlosion.
Yeah, no switch-ins.
That you just...
How is AV
Like, everything gets chipped and weakened and stuff like that, and the best thing I can say is, like, you can get a 50-50 if you're running another Flash Fire Pokemon, which is only, like, Typhlosion, Rapidash, Ninetales, then, yeah.
Yeah, but I have some new toys like Lantern, which pretty much come in.
Like, we have Lantern, Hariyama, and I don't know, Turtonator, and they can come in, like, once, and then...
Well, Lantern came out like CEO, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we're covered.
But I think a lot more of the time, you're going to be relying on really offensive measures to stop it. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if Typhlosion got banned in the same way that it did in OSN.
yeah.
Because it was just so fast.
Because, like, what happened in ORS-NU was that to beat Typhlosion, you want rocks, and you want priority, and you want, like, the few things that are faster than it, because ultimately defensive switch-ins are never going to be reliable when you've got Specs Eruption running around. So those are my mons that I think right now, like, should really get looked at, and if anyone's looking to build a team, I would just start with them. But other people have given me a lot of other opinions on what might be broken, so if you guys have any other stuff.
I really like the Alolan Persian right now. It has like a pivot, it's fast and it taunts things. And just gives one of momentum for
What Pokemon are you talking about?
Alolan Persian. Not
It's
something
not-
I've actually
it's
worked
not-
with yet.
It's correct, but I think it's a good, it's like a mid-tier A- type mod.
Are you running Z Parting Shot?
Pass?
No, like a bulky dot toxics.
Okay.
That kind of feels like really passive, especially if you're not running like Nasty Plot. Yeah. That's not really yeah.
I guess passive, yeah, but I don't think disruptors are really that terrible right now, just because, like, if you stack them with a lot of offensive threats, then having that one mon to just stop, like, a Masharna or whatever, really doesn't seem that awful. But I don't know, like, it's definitely not the broken kind of mon for sure.
It's not
No, yeah, not even close.
Okay, Barbarical, Gallade, Typhlosion. What else we got?
I think Vesper's one of the most common on the scene right now. Just
I've seen that a lot recently, yeah. Yeah, Mesprit's actually insane.
Yeah, I mean, Mesrit's super good, but I think
It also checks things like Malamar.
I didn't expect to have to say this, but it's got a ridiculous move pool and it can run 7 or 8 viable sets, but definitely hasn't felt too broken at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's all just pretty good in everything it does.
Yeah, it's an annoying mod, especially if you have like Hitmonchan. It just comes in for free and like U-turns on. Yeah, all the moves it can run and U-turn make it really scary.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way anything's gonna be a safe switch into Mesprit,
No.
because you can run Scarf and Specs and defensive rocks and offensive rocks, and you can run Healing Wish, you can run Subcombine,
Yeah, Scarf.
I did love Banded Mesprit back in SNU, and it was a bit of a meme, to be honest. But it was just to like lure things in, and U-turn's actually kind of strong, and knockoffs and Zen Headbutt. It's got the same attack as special attack, but not the same move pool for sure.
The 105 isn't bad at all. Isn't it 105 across?
Yeah, it's 105 attack, defense, special attack, special defense, which is just kind of ridiculous.
80 in HP and speed. It's a pretty slow Scarfer.
Yeah. I mean, it checks 80 on the side. It's fast enough for that.
Yeah, I mean that's really the nice thing, that like the blanket fighting check. Like, I don't think we even mentioned Mesprit with Gallade, but like it's certainly not a counter, because like even if you're Colbur, it can just knock that off, and then you can't really kill it. But...
Yeah, and it can't really do anything back.
Huh. You know, if you're gonna bait, I'm just looking at Mesprit in the team builder, and the first move shows his acrobatics. So like pro bait, you wait for the Gallade to knock you off.
Oh my god.
Broken.
That's an idea.
Broken strats. Okay. Also, he actually did try to schedule with me, so oops. Anyway, yeah, Mesprit's definitely, if it's not banned, then I definitely think it's gonna be S for just sheer versatility, splashability. Like, we have a ton of good psychics. BKM is still amazing. Masharna is incredible. I don't think Alolan Raichu's terrible. Mr. Mime's still right. Jinx, Executor, Gallade, obviously. Malamar's also... But yeah, Mesprit is still incredibly consistent, and I don't think it really even competes for a move slot, for a team slot that much.
You think Grumpig check Typhlosion?
I mean, I think it gets... I'm pretty sure it gets 2K'd by Specs Eruption.
Yeah, but like... I've seen like Z Healbell, which restores the full, so it can like... It's like more of a soft check, because I'm pretty sure Eruption does like probably 40.
Eruption does 30 to 30... No, hang on. 30 to 35.8% versus max Grumpig.
Using the spread that we used last gen, which is the 80 HP and no other defenses.
No, that's
it
252 calm. Oh, you're saying using, sorry.
Yeah, using that one, it's got about 75% chance to 2-hit KO without any hazards.
Yeah, I think, if you're gonna run Grumpig, it's gotta be Spadef. And not just because of Typhlosion, but like, if you're running offensive Grumpig and we have Mesprit and Gallade, then like, why? I'm
I think the
pretty
might
sure.
be overclocked.
Yeah, it is. I've been using it, and it just doesn't perform as well as it did.
Vibrava is clean to a KO. Oh no, hang on, that's physically defensive. I thought the standard spread on the calc was still Spadef. Vibrava is... It takes 38 to 45. So that's still a guaranteed 3-hit KO after Stealth Rock, but it has no lefties, so you're gonna have to constantly be at full health just to switch in.
That's no good.
Any chip will make a 2-hit KO too, so really your only option is come in, take it, and then roost immediately. Anything else is too risky.
And then they get a free switch.
Right, like, if you want a U-turn for momentum, then you don't get a Typhlosion check, which is kind of aids.
I think when it's here.
So yeah, Mesprit and Typhlosion are two very different kinds of good. Like, Mesprit just does everything and isn't broken, then Typhlosion just has to do one thing kind of stupidly well.
I think another broken mod right now is like Realm Z Ninjas. You guys think that?
Oh my god, dude, that thing is so messed up.
I think, yeah, Ninjask is just... Like, I have a hard time just saying broken, though. Like, I won't deny that it's very good. Is there a Ninjask checks on Roll Companion? No.
Leech Life and Z Dig, it hits everything in the tier. It's ridiculous.
I think, I like, for offense, it's really stupid because you're gonna stop priority and stuff. But my only problem with Ninjask is like, if they have a couple of very few specific checks, it really does become annoying to use. Like, if they just keep like a Costa or a Sableye or a Grand Bull in the back, then I don't know. It's been a little annoying.
It's also really hard for offense to revenge kill Ninjask because it can run speed boost.
Yeah, I think speed boost is definitely better right now. Everyone wants fast Scarfers for Barb and other stuff. And like, it's still really good. What I was saying is, if they have one Pokemon that happens to stop you. Ninjask is, I don't know about broken just yet.
Yeah, that's fair. Because like, rocks and like priority. Mainly think about like Lycanroc. I don't know how relevant that would be.
I think Lycanroc's really not terrible because Rocky MZ is resisted by like mostly fighting types. They're not running recovery, and then steel types that you've got Brick Break for.
I actually was trying out Titanium Z Brick Break.
That also seems pretty good.
Yeah,
It seems pretty weak versus like.
The only thing about Lycanroc is that like, I feel like double rock plus fighting move is kind of annoying. Like Stone Edge, Excel Rock, and Brick Break. But then if you run Sucker Punch, it's not going to be totally reliable.
Yeah, its move pool is really weird.
Because he wants so many things.
Is powerful.
It's the decent anti-lead, to be honest, because it's really fast.
Does it get taunt or?
It can't taunt.
Yeah.
Wait, does it outspeed Zeb?
No.
Lycanroc day form is only 112.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
112. Yeah, it's 112. But like, you don't. As a lead, Zebstrika isn't the super relevant thing.
No, not many teams lead with Zeb.
Only
Besides-
Slowbroth doesn't have electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Piloswine's back and that thing's everywhere.
Yeah, Piloswine is another mon that's just. We knew it would be amazing when we got it back, and it has not disappointed in the slightest.
It's on about, I would say about half the teams I've gone up against.
Yeah, and like, it's done this. I've never seen Piloswine do a different thing in any metagame. It's always been the exact same mon. And it's really good.
It's so hard. Like, it's crazy.
It's just the best electric stock right now, because I find myself still planning for Road and Frost, even though I never see it.
Yeah, electrics. I haven't like people say, "Oh, Zebstrika is still pretty good." Oh, my electric. I've only really seen Lantern. I think. Let me check.
Yeah, and then Lantern stops Zebstrika too. So
Yeah,
I think
'cause
Electrics
Lantern is the
general
other
are just
big thing that
a lot
all
worse.
electrics hate.
And then you have things like Palisand and like Mudsdale. Need to be too.
I haven't
Grounds
really
are
seen
great
any
right now.
Polisand, but Mudsdale is pretty fun.
I don't know. What do you even run on Wednesday? Like rest talk?
Yeah, probably. That's all.
Yeah, like I saw some people theorizing about a banded set, and like 125 is not bad, and you can actually take some hits.
Yeah.
I think offensive grounds in general, like there's still some really annoying things for it, in particular Mesprit, but you've got things like Piloswine. I think Alolan Doug Trio I think is pretty underrated.
I haven't seen that yet on ladder.
Torterra is still Torterra. Yeah, nobody's really running it, but you've got like 100 attacks, not amazing. Don't get me. It's not that strong, but for the speed tier it has, like 110 is really good.
Yeah, it's definitely not something to play around with. Z moves help it a lot.
Z moves are really cool, and then like Oh yeah, 110 with Sucker Punch, I should say, because at that point, like, anything faster is pretty damn frail.
Yeah, like
The
Zed.
Sucker too, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
I've only used it in Sand, like in Sand Force. So I've never tried anything outside of that, but
Tangling hair isn't very useful at all.
Tangling Hair is what? Contact moves slow you down, right?
It's gooey.
I guess you can, like, pivot into Chinchino, and then you'll outspeed it. Like, if you can even... I bet even, like, just Life Orb Tail Slap probably does a million, though.
Yeah,
It might kill you after rocks.
like super pro.
Yeah.
Okay, Dugtrio versus
Yeah, tail slap kills.
Jolly Band Tail Slap just kills. 62.5% chance after rocks. That's disgusting. Okay, you can, yeah, I don't know. Its abilities
Can't
definitely
come in.
don't help.
Yeah.
Like, you got regular Dugtrio, and people think it's broken up in OU, and all you have to do is take away Arena Trap, and then it's just garbage.
Yeah. Even with dual stab, it's not even close to as good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Steel also doesn't really suit it in the meta right now. Extra fighting weakness is not that great.
no, fighting weakness is just bad. And it's weird, because a lot of our fastest mons are fighting weak. Yeah, I guess, like, Hitmonchan is just... Because, like, of the fastest mons, you've got, Tauros, you've got Lycanroc, you've got Chinchino, you've got Alolan Dugtrio. Barb, when it smashes, is, like, that's super relevant. And then, you've got your Mach Punch Hitmonchan, and that's half of why it's so good. Do we have any other Mach Punch?
We have Girder.
Yeah, we Girder and Monferno. I haven't even seen it all because, like, we have so many new toys.
There was a fighting type that I don't think is gonna be used.
This is way too much giving it competition right now. But, like,
Wait, which one?
Throw.
Oh,
It just
oh,
has
yeah,
so
for
much
sure.
competition. But I think, like, in general, a big thing right now is competition. There are a ridiculous amount of Pokemon that
Same thing goes for Machoke.
need to get tested and seen, and, like, we've got Machoke and we've got Vigoroth and stuff like that was banned. We've got stuff like Liepard and Kangaskhan. I haven't even seen them that much, and you'd think, like, those in PU would be huge, but I don't think anyone expected to get this many amazing Pokemon.
CB Lightning is actually like pretty good.
CB Liepard, yeah. I also
Yeah,
used
it
Nasty
avoids-
Plot. That was...
It avoids a little bit from save, and then like you can kill with Play Rough, Pursuit. It's really good with like Stalk. Pretty cool core.
It has U-turn as well, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pursuit is also a big thing. Like, last gen we didn't have much Pursuit. You had to be like Banded Stoutland or Floatzel. But now you've got Skuntank and Liepard, and I thought there was one more. There's not one more. Never mind. Yeah, but Skuntank and Liepard is like all you really need for Pursuit.
Pursuing has gotten pretty good, yeah.
Skuntank also in general is a really incredible Pokemon right now, in my opinion. I think it's
It'll
the
find its place in the
I think
meta.
it's the best hazard remover. Like, Hitmonchan is a better mon overall, but it doesn't have to necessarily be a remover, whereas Skuntank is really just a very reliable defogger from what I've seen and used.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to stop Skuntank, but Hitmonchan kind of flounders against most ghosts, which come in on the spin.
Yeah.
Damn, I mean, we haven't even touched on, like, half of what I'm thinking of just because there's so much stuff. Like, good God.
I do want to touch on Hail before we go.
Oh yeah, Aurora Veil. Really, really huge. I'll actually show off my team. It is the same team that Shane Ghoul is using. I was using a few other mons and I realized his version was just more optimal. But they've been having the same issue in NU too, where one guy got 4 ults in top 10 just using Aurora Veil. Because 8 turns of Light Screen plus Reflect, that's nuts.
Yeah, and then you have like setup sweepers like Barb.
Yeah, Barb, Turtonator, Scyther, Gallade. Those are the 4 I'm using, but I mess around with a lot of other stuff like Alolan Raichu and Liepard.
The good
Shiftry,
news is I don't
Samurott.
want to be keeping it though. Looking at the usage, it looks pretty close to Rising, so I don't think it'll even reach beta.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have to ban it. I'm pretty sure Sandslash is probably gonna be gone, like in the tier shift that gives us beta, if I had to guess.
Until then, Lazy Hail is all over the ladder.
Yeah, it's just very easy to spam. And, you have to play it well. Like I've lost an embarrassing amount of games on ladder just by like not really paying attention.
I'd say like a third of my games on the ladder are just like straight Aurora Veil offense.
Yeah.
And I've been using like AV Hitmonchan, which is actually really good.
Yeah, AV has been a really common set. Really quickly, I want to touch on a few things. Spikes. I think Spikes and T-Spikes. Oh, this is the wrong. We've got Weezing and Crustle and Quillfish and Ferroseed in particular. And even though there's more removal options, they are still very common because of how easy it is to pressure removal.
What about Roselia? That's like one of the...
Oh yeah, Roselia too. I did
Yeah.
forgot about that. Spikes are like every team should really be prepared to remove. Also webs. Webs are still fine.
Just hazards in general.
Yeah, this
We got so many hazard setters.
it feels kind of like ADV in that respect,
It really does.
which is weird.
Pretty much a game of just like pressuring the hazard removal.
Let's see.
Yeah, and then killing some stuff along the way.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just running down this list, because this is already probably a little long, but Malamar is, like, False told me he thinks it's broken, and I really did want to get to this one. How have you guys felt about it so far?
I hate it.
Yeah, it's
pretty bad.
kind of reminds me of Scrafty and like Spec Meta, just like how good it is. But like, luckily we have things like Mesper that can easily check it with like Signal Beam.
Yeah, we have like offensive mons that don't really switch in, but you can open it.
Yeah, a lot of bug coverage has been showing up out of necessity, and
Everyone's talking about Z Happy Hours. How does that work?
You do get the boost.
yeah, I've seen Z Happy Hour. I'm not that, like, I haven't seen it enough, but it doesn't seem amazing on paper.
Is it just like +1 in like every stat?
Yeah, it's +1 in every stat, which I mean
Except
does
for
make
accuracy
it
and
bulky
evasion.
and strong. It's just
I mean, like any mon with like Celebrate could like run that.
Yeah.
It helps Malamar a lot because sometimes it has trouble setting up a superpower. So it kind of just gives it an auto.
yeah. My only concern is if you're running Z Happy Hour, you're not running Rest Talk, and I think longevity is one of the big things that makes Malamar so obnoxious.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
really
Rest
can't.
Talk helps Malamar go through everything.
Like there are mons that are terrifying. Like Alolan Eradicate with Hustle is incredibly strong, but it doesn't stay throughout the entire game pressuring your Dark Switchings like Malamar does. Plus, and like some of the most common stops to just like Sableye is a very common physical attacking stop because obviously Prankster Wisp is amazing with Barbarical running around, but Malamar's immune to that stuff. Granbull is like a generally amazing dark type check, but contrary messes up your Intimidate and then it knocks off your leftovers. Then it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, a lot of its checks sometimes aren't really checks.
Also, defensive Mawile. Like Intimidate, it boosts off of Intimidate, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like if you play around with like Spadef drops, then that's annoying. It's like obviously contrary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually won games from getting the Spadef boost on, say, a Shadow Ball or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Is there anything else anyone really want to bring up in their initial experiences?
We can talk about Snow.
Or Trick Room or something.
Oh yeah. Like Trick Room kind of just falls into the there's Trick Room, there's Weather, there's Aurora Veil offense. I think Aurora Veil is the best of all of those, but there are several different play styles that are just like the weird speed control stuff that because there's so much to prep for, you can't really prep for that and then you kind of just die.
It's easier just to make your own plan and then push through than cover everyone else's plans. If that makes sense.
Like balance is hard. Balance is not terribly sustained. I've been trying, but my teams are not exactly what I'd call terribly reliable because that's balance for you in this meta.
Yeah, the meta doesn't like balance at the moment.
I've been spamming Sun. You guys want to talk about that?
Spamming Sun? Yeah, Sun is just another one of those things. We have Victory Bell back, which is fun. Are you using Z Sunny Day Charizard? Because people have talked about it, but I haven't seen anyone using it yet.
Is that the set with the Solar Power Fire Blast?
Yeah. Yeah, Zard seems fun, and Zard is one of those things I've been using to pressure balance because people are prepped for Typhlosion as a fire type, and Zard is completely different checks, and I think it's really good right now. In the same vein as Scyther, like the reward for removing and being able to use Zard and Scyther is 100% worth it.
And then like we have like a whole bunch of hazard control finally, so it just makes those fun.
Yeah, I mean,
like Funfake is like really good. We have Hitmonchan.
Yeah, I really wish Togetic could, but like the loss of Dry Pass has impacted me. I didn't think it would be that bad, but Togetic went from one of my favorite mons, like, because Momentum, the incredibly slow Baton Pass is just amazing.
It makes things like defensive ball well, like...
Yeah. Because you thought, like, you know, if you could pair, like, slow Baton Pass Togetic with Typhlosion or Banded Sock or something, I think that'd be so much better.
You know that Pokemon Dartrix? Like, I thought it had a like small niche and like massive pass, but it can't even utilize that anymore.
Oh yeah, no, there's no master. And it's I should say it's not like we don't have
stuff any more broken, please.
I should say if you're looking for slow pivots, we still have Vullaby and Lantern, but like Lantern's the only one I think is terribly relevant. Any closing thought? What do you guys think about the metagame right now? Does everyone like? How do you feel?
Uncomfortable and just sort of in limbo, I guess. We're still figuring things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, after all, we've only got the meta for about, what, a day?
2 days.
2 days.
Oh
yeah.
boy. 2 whole days. I think the one thing I should say is I'm impressed with how nothing has been truly just disgustingly broken. I think...
Surprisingly. Yeah.
I mean, stuff like Typhlosion, Gallade, Barbaracle, those 3 I think are easily broken and noticeably broken, but they don't make this metagame unplayable, and, you know, that's important, because we don't get to change anything until beta. Alright, so, thanks everyone for joining this. I think I'm gonna cut the discussion here, because I actually forgot to time this, but it feels like it's been a while. I don't know.
About an hour.
Everyone spends whether it's games and then everything is called for joining us.
Yeah. Alright, so stay tuned for more quality PU content, gentlemen.